Good morning. Today's project, and for the next couple days, we are going to take that stack of wood and turn it into this. But first, we need to clean up. There's an old project that Ashley wants me to complete, but I'll probably push that off. And we need to clean up that desk because I need to use that chop saw. Then we're going to put up some shop lights. Might start with that. That one right there. And then that one on the end over there. And those two. Also, one over the miter saw and then one over that pallet rack there. So now on to that workbench. So that miter saw, I actually have to put some shims underneath it because the table right there is just slightly, it's like a 1/16 higher than the table, so it makes my cuts a little bit off. So I had some paint spill, and now that piece of plywood, that box, a shirt, paper, pencil, they're all stuck to the table. So we're gonna try and get those off. This is what happens when you don't clean up after yourself, Zach. So that's actually pretty good. So from this side of the table and the table saw, or the chop saw over there, it's level. But right there on the end, you can see there's a gap right here. And so when I have a board that's right here, that's why it's off. So I think what I need to do is put a block under here, raise that up, and that should help it out. So instead of a block, I decided just to put a bracket. That worked a lot better. Now that that's all clean, we can start on the project. Okay, so that's all the lumber that we need. So this is the plans from Justin Rhodes from his Homestead builds for the Chickshaw. So this is awesome. I've built one before and I use this. It gives you all your cut list, gives you your 2x4x10s, how many you need. You can go to the store and buy all this. And the red here is very little waste. So they figured it out to where you have basically use the entire board, and then it walks you through all the steps, all of the roofing material and the wire, the hardware cloth and the chicken wire what sizes, what length rolls to buy, the hinges that you're going to need, the brackets that you're going to need, the type of wheels, and it goes into detail on load and everything for the axles. All the hardware you're going to need, like exact quantities. I always just buy everything in bulk anyway. Your construction aids, right? What more materials you're going to need, and then the list of tools that you're going to need. And then it literally walks you through step by step of how to do it, where to put the screws, all the way through. And again, they try to do everything with your cuts to where you're very minimal waste, all the way through step by step. And there's 120 steps, the bar there, and then the optional trailer hitch if you want to use it with a vehicle to move it, and then all the way to the end. So, and then how to cut your milk crates. So now that we got everything cut, we're gonna move through. But if you are looking at doing something like this for your farm, for your backyard chicken flock, Homestead Builds, get the book. I got the printable version. It's a little cheaper, but the book is, I'm probably gonna buy the book because I like tangible things, and having to print off 50 pages at a time is not fun for me. So go get it. Homestead Builds, Justin Rhodes on permaculture.com. Okay, to start off, we're just going through step 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 of the 2x4 by 102. On the top of the board, the narrower side, right? Make a mark at 60 inches. Okay, now I mark hole locations at 5 inches and 25 inches. 25 on this side, and 5 on this side. Lay it over, make a mark and an X on the side you measured from. At the 5-inch mark, on the right, on this side, we're doing an 1.5 inch hole right in the center. And at 25, we're going to do a 3/4 hole. Well, it's almost 11 o'clock. That's as far as I've gotten. I didn't get to work on it as long as I did want it today, but, well, still got some progress. So hopefully I'm going to finish it up tomorrow or the next day. Good night. Okay, it's the next morning. We at the top starting to go on, and now I'm making this wall right here. So Alice decided to get up at 6 this morning with me, and we got a fire going in the stove over there, and we're gonna get after it this morning. I got an appointment that I need to leave for at 8 o'clock at the farm, so not a whole lot of time. Progress video of the Chickshaw 5.0. We got the top done right there, and then obviously the Chickshaw. We could just leave it just like this, but we painted the other one white, and so we are going to be painting this one a maroon color, courtesy of Liam.
And Mom said we were going to paint it white, but instead she wanted us to paint it the shop color.
Yeah, we're painting it the shop color because he convinced Mom that white was boring. Anyway, we're dusting it off and we're gonna get some primer on and paint it. That's today's project. So here's the new Chickshaw in all its glory. We finished it up last night. We got the 3 boxes for them to lay their eggs in. And then over here, we got the door. That just drops down and stays down all day. And then if we pull this pin, we can open up the lid. We don't use that much, but it's an option.